Shruti, welcome to ETimes and congratulations for bestseller. The look looks
Thank you.
pretty interesting. So if you could throw some light on what is it about and what was your reaction? Obviously you must have read the book, but when the role of Shreya came to you, what was the reaction?
So I haven't read the book, and so I have this thing in my head, I've been a part of remakes as well, and I don't watch the originals then because I want to look at it for what it is. I think now I will read the book, but she's not called Shreya either. She's called Mithu. So I would encourage people to please see our show first if you haven't read the book. And I didn't read the book. I didn't want to be influenced by that because it was adapted for a visual medium quite differently. So I wanted to stay true to that. I've always been a fan of OTT platforms and the kind of, narrative storytelling style of which is elongated, which is episodic. And I always knew that I wanted to do something female-led, And so when Siddharth approached me with Bestseller, I was really, really excited because when I read the script, I thought it was amazingly paced. It was well written because also it was author-backed from before. And then, of course, the screenwriters, like the writers of the show, did an amazing job with it as well. And I was so excited to play the part. And I'm so excited for people to meet this woman. She's quite different.
So as you rightly said, it's a female-led show. So what's there must be huge responsibility on you for portraying the character. So what different have you explored with this series specifically?
I feel that, it's not like I felt, Acha, Abhi, I have more responsibility. I've always felt responsible about all of my roles. And I feel like, when a director or writer give you a role, then you take custody of that role. You adopt that person and you become the guardian of their intention, And so I've always had that approach, whether it's a smaller role or whether it's a female-led series like this, that's always been my approach. Having said that, I do feel that, as a woman, and I'm sure you'll relate to this, is sometimes portrayal of women can be sort of like, she's this type of woman, she's that type of woman, but we're so many different things rolled up into one woman. And I wanted a little bit of that to come across.
How did you explore that different part? Did you take any inspiration from your personal experiences or someone you've seen, you've known for this character?
No, not really, not with this character, because she's from a very different background from me. She has a very different cultural upbringing to me, all of that. The story is very different to me. So, and usually I'm not looking for myself in most of the characters I play. I don't think I've actually yet played a character that's similar to me, really, I would say that what was interesting about her, like I said, was to explore those layers. And you see them in different kinds of women, and her motivation is completely different to most women, I think. So, it was really, really interesting to play. But I didn't take from myself. There was no really parallels I could draw, except that, she's quite resilient.
Also, in 15 days, the show is going to be on air. So has anyone watched the show? Do you know anyone in your family? Have you got any first reactions from anyone?
No, I haven't. I think the makers of the show have seen it and Amazon's seen it, and then that's about it.
So what do you feel about it? Have you got glimpses of it? And
not too much, but from what we were shooting and a little bit of what I've seen, I've when we had some extra bits to finish off. I like it and I hope people like it.
Also, you're reuniting with Mithun ji after almost 10, 12 years. So what has changed? 12 years. So what has changed? It was with your debut film and now you're sort of debuting on OTT. So
I think a lot has changed for me, honestly. I've changed dramatically as a person. And I also feel that, again, it was really, I think almost serendipitous that my first ever film Mitunda was there. And then, my first ever OTT where I'm the lead, Mitunda is there. So I take that as a good sign, and I think that I've changed a lot in terms of understanding. And I said this earlier as well, that it is about people, it is about the people we're playing, and it's about the people that we encounter while making movies. And it's so important to acknowledge and value the good that you come across, and those people that really help take you forward. I don't think I had an understanding of that before. And in the way that I've not changed and actually worked really hard to go back to is to have the same sense of hope that I had, like before I started Lak, or even right after that, that anything is possible. Like I have so much to do and so much to say, and anything is possible. And I think as you keep working, some days it feels like you're a bit jaded, and then to work really hard to rekindle the fire within myself for the artistry and for the business and for me as a woman, even, really.
How would you sum up this show? How would you sum up Bestseller to say like what the audience is going to expect from you? What they should expect from you? How different?
I think that it's a very multi-layered show, and it's very it's thrilling in the way that the story is told. And I also think that it is interesting the way each of the characters, because of the format as well, you get more time to understand the motivations and the mindsets of characters. So it's interesting to see how each of the characters develop and why they develop that way. And I think people will enjoy that.